Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to our weekly Bhagavad Gita session. So, we are discussing this topic, karma and destiny, since the last class. And we have discussed a few basic concepts about karma and destiny, and we will continue the further discussion. And today we will try to end this chapter of discussion about karma and destiny. So, we have seen what is karma, a quick recap of what we have discussed already, that every action has an equal and opposite reaction that holds in material world the laws of physics also, and that holds the same principle holds in our life also. But we have to think of this principle from a multi-lifetime view. It's not that within a single lifetime all the reactions will come. From a multi-lifetime perspective, the same principle holds in case of our life also. So when we take birth, and between our birth and death, we do some action, and those actions, they produce some amount of karma. If you do good actions, then that produce good karma. If you do bad actions, that produce bad karma or karmic reaction, fruitive results. And after death, according to whatever karma we have attained, we get a suitable birth, we get a suitable body. And in that body, we have to again continue our journey. So this is the cycle of birth and death. And getting out of this cycle is called liberation. So to get liberated, we have to act in such a way that it does not produce any karma. And that's the science of Bhagavad Gita. How to work in a way that karma is not produced. That is exactly Krishna is saying this in Bhagavad Gita 3.9. Where Krishna says, Yagyarthat karmano nyatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadartham karma kwanteya mukta sanga samachar. The translation is, work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed. Otherwise, work causes bondage in this material world. So any normal activity causes some amount of karma, and that karmic reaction binds us to this material world. Again and again, we have to take birth in this world to get the results of our previous karma. But if we offer our activities as a sacrifice for Vishnu or Krishna, then that karma is called free from all karmic reaction. And it has a particular terminology. It is called akarma. There are three types of karmas. One is karma, another is vikarma, and akarma. And all these three things are described in Bhagavad Gita. Today we will go through these terminologies, what they mean. So getting out of the circle of birth and death is liberation. So that's the basic concept of karma. Another principle is about destiny. Some people think everything is predestined, so there is no need of doing hard work. Whatever is destined, I will get automatically. That conception is also wrong. And some people think that no, there is nothing called as destiny. If we do hard work, we can achieve everything. That is also wrong. The actual reality lies somewhere in the between. So destiny is not like a blanket statements like you will achieve this or you cannot achieve this. Destiny is actually a function of work. So in our destiny is written in such a way as a function of hard work, that if you do 0% hard work, you will get 0. If you do 10% hard work, you will get this much. If you do 50% hard work, you will get this much. If you do 100% hard work, maximum you can reach to this level. So this is how destiny is written. It's not some blanket statements, but it is a function of hard work. So if someone is doing no hard work, then according to destiny only, he will achieve nothing. And also, if someone does 100% hard work, he cannot achieve everything. That upper limit is bound by the destiny. So this is how actually our destiny works. And destiny has a relationship with karma. Our destiny is decided according to our karma. If we have done many pious activity, we have so many good karma, then the upper limit of the destiny will be high. And we have also discussed about our independence. Our independence is actually dependent on Krishna. So we have a choice. We are not being controlled by the Supreme Lord. We have a choice. We have some independence, but our independence depends on Krishna's sanction. So analogy can be given. If there is a power station and the power station is on, then we can operate our light with a switch. But if the power station is off, whether we turn the switch on or off, we cannot control the bulb. So similarly, if Krishna sanctions, then we have the free will. We can edit our or modify the decisions in our life. We can have our choices. But if Krishna wants us to fully control, then we cannot do anything. But actually, Krishna is very merciful and he allows a small independence on our part. And it is our duty to apply or utilize that small independence in the service of the Supreme Lord, as per the teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Then we are perfectly utilizing our free will or independence. And if we utilize our independence to gratify our senses or do some sinful activity, so that is a wrong utilization of that. So we have already seen this. And there is a relationship between Iswara, Jiva, Prakriti that is decided in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Ishvara is the Supreme Lord, Jiva is the living entity, and Prakriti means material nature. So the relationship is Jiva or the living entity like us, we can only desire. We cannot control the material nature. The Supreme Lord sanctions and the Prakriti or the material nature executes. So whenever we do some action, we cannot do the action directly. We can only desire. Whether we want to eat something or do something, we can only desire. And then the Supreme Lord as Paramatma sanctions that activity and Prakriti or the material nature actually executes that. So we have free will, but we have to wise enough to utilize our free will perfectly. So now the question is God responsible for our evil acts? Because we are telling that everything is sanctioned or controlled by the Supreme Lord. So if someone is doing some evil activity or some criminal activity, so is that happening by the will of the Supreme Lord? Because unless God sanctions, that activity cannot be done. So we can understand it in this way, that suppose a child is adamant to do something nefarious. The father does not want that. But when the child is adamant, requesting the father multiple times, and he's adamant, then finally the father sanctions, okay, you do whatever you like. And then you will understand. When you will suffer, then you will understand. So this is how, with a reluctant mind, the father sanctions that activity. Exactly this thing happens with Paramatma. Paramatma or the Supreme Lord has given us scriptures. In the scriptures, he has given us what has to be done and what should not be done. But if we are too adamant to commit sinful activity, he sanctions us. Okay, you want to do this, you do this. Then when you will suffer, you will understand the true meaning of the scriptural statements. So one thing is the father can restrict the child. So we have given another analogy that a small child wants to put his finger within a fan, running fan, table fan. So the parents are telling the child, you should not do this, your finger will get hurt. But the child does not understand. The child does not have any experience of what it feels like when I put my finger inside the fan. So the child has a curiosity and a desire to do that activity, and the parents are restricting. So by forceful restriction, the parents can control the child so that it does not go near to the fan. But this forceful restriction will not cause a transformation in the heart of the child. The desire to put the finger into the fan is still there, but the parents are only restricting. So what will cause the transformation? When the child is allowed that you can put your finger, and the child actually gets hurt. And then the child will learn a lesson and it will never put his finger inside the fan. So this is how the transformation works. Following the similar argument, the Supreme Lord can restrict us. He has the full control. If he wants, he can freeze the organs of a criminal so that he cannot perform the criminal activity. God can do that, but that will not cause a transformation within the heart of that criminal. It's like then God has to control every one of us like robots, but he does not want that. He wants spontaneous love. He does not want he does not want to steal our independence from us. He wants us to be following the codes of dharma while maintaining our independence. He does not want to control us like a robot. So for that to happen, the inner transformation is required. So some people are wise. They take the scriptural statements and they see others that, okay, if someone is doing sinful activity, he is suffering. So I should not do that. So some people learn like this. But some people are less intelligent and they have to go through the suffering after committing the sinful activity. Then only they understand. So we are actually responsible for our evil acts, not the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord reluctantly sanctions our evil activities, but he does not desire that. So another example can be given. Suppose I take a cab to go from one place to another. So the driver is driving the whole car and there is a mechanical engineering going on inside the car, which rotates the wheels. So the passenger is doing nothing. The car has a mechanism due to which the car is moving. The driver is driving the car and everything is done by machine and the driver. The passenger does nothing. But when the passenger reaches the destination, the passenger is charged that you have to give this amount of money. Why? The passenger may say, I did not do anything. You have driven this car from source to destination. So I have not done anything. So why you are charging me? No, because you are to be charged because it was your desire to go from this source to destination. And that's why all these activities are done. The machine is doing, the driver is doing their part to just fulfill the desire of the passenger. So because it was the desire of the passenger, therefore the passenger is responsible and he is charged. Similarly, the Supreme Lord may sanction reluctantly our activities if we are too adamant for the sake of transformation. He can sanction, but because it was our desire to commit that sinful activity, we will be responsible and we will have to suffer the sinful reactions of that karma. So this is how every lifetime criminal or evil person accrue the impression that evil things ultimately do not lead to permanent pleasures. So every lifetime he is trying to gratify his senses, he is trying to harm others to gratify his own senses, and this is how he is trying to enjoy in this material world. But every lifetime he is getting a lesson that no, this is not the way, this is not the way. So after several lifetimes, this impression is actually becomes very prominent within the soul, and finally in one lifetime he does not like to commit the same thing again. And therefore we see that some people, they do not like the traditional way of sense gratification. From the beginning only they have a desire or an inclination towards spirituality. They want to explore what is spirituality, how can we connect to God. So why this tendency is coming? Because that person through the in the previous lifetimes, he multiple times he tried to gratify his senses by doing evil things and by doing many other things. So that did not lead to permanent happiness, and he have that impression. Therefore, in this lifetime, he is becoming interested in spirituality. So this is how actual transformation of the heart happens in a living entity, and that's what wanted by the Supreme Lord. Therefore, he sanctions. So God is not responsible for our evil acts. We are responsible. And for our transformation, he does all these things. So this principle we know that the soul desires, Paramatma sanctions, and material nature executes. And we create our own destiny by the choices we make. But while we are free to make choices, once we have acted on them, we are bound to live with the consequences. That is karma. So we have freedom to choice. But once we lock that choice, we have to bear the consequences. We do not have choice over the consequences. So we have listened why do bad things happen to good people. Now we start from some verses from Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita 3.27, third chapter. So all these principles, now whatever we discussed is already there in the pages of Bhagavad Gita. So you will see those verses. Bhagavad Gita third chapter 27th verse. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasah ahankara bimudatma kartahamiti manyate. The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself to be the doer of the activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature. So the material nature is actually doing all that activity, whatever we see in this world. But the soul thinks I am doing. Whatever we want to do, even if we want to lift our mobile phone, that is not, we are not doing it. The soul only desires that I want to lift this phone, and the Supreme Lord sanctions. And then the material nature has the control over our body. The soul does not have control over the body because the body is made up of material elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether. These are material elements. And the soul is Satchidananda. The soul is in the spiritual platform, the body is in the material platform. There is no interconnection. Even if the soul enters the body, it cannot control the body. It needs a via medium to communicate with the body, and that via medium is Paramatma. Therefore, the living entity wants to enjoy independently of the Supreme Lord. He has come into this material world by neglecting the Supreme Lord. He wants to enjoy here. But if he comes to this material world, wants to enjoy this material energy of the Supreme Lord, this energy will not facilitate the living entity any enjoyment, because the material energy belongs to Krishna, and the material energy will not execute the order of a living entity. So if the living entity wants to enjoy some food or any music or any like nice thing, so the material nature will not facilitate. So therefore, being merciful to the living entity, the Supreme Lord comes as Paramatma. Although we want to neglect him, the Supreme Lord knows that if I do not come as Paramatma, this living entity will try to enjoy, but he will not be able to enjoy. So I'm coming here just to facilitate the living entity in his enjoyment. Because if I want something, if I desire something, that has to be sanctioned by Paramatma, then material nature will facilitate. Otherwise, material nature will not facilitate. So even for our enjoyment, we are dependent on Krishna. So it's a complete illusion if we think that we are independent and we do not need any assistance from God. In every step, God has to sanction all our activities. Otherwise, we cannot do anything. So this is why the term used Ahankara Bimudatma. The living entity who is bewildered by the influence of false ego thinks himself to be the doer. Otherwise, who is the doer? The material energy is the doer. And Krishna is the sanctioner, or the Supreme Lord is the sanctioner. So in 9.10 also, Krishna says, Mayadhakshena prakriti shuyate characharam hetunanena kvanteya jagadvi parivartate. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction. O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. So here also we can see that Krishna is telling this material nature is controlled by me. Okay, so the same thing, material nature will execute the orders of the Supreme Lord Krishna. 18.6 Sarvabhutanam Riddesharjuna Tishtati Brahmayan Sarvabhutani Yantradurhani Mayaya. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart as Paramatma. O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated as on a material energy. So our bodies are made of material energy, and the Supreme Lord is inside us, Paramatma. Supreme Lord sanctions, and therefore this body, which is a machine made up of material energy, can function due to the presence of Paramatma. In different Upanishads also, the activities of Paramatma is mentioned. In Mundaka Upanishad and Shetashvatara Upanishad. These Upanishads are extension of the Vedas. So it says, Shama nivrikshe purusho nimagno nisha yashochati muhyamanam jushtam yada pashyati annamisham asya mahimanamiti vita shoka. Although the two birds are in the same tree, so it gives an analogy. So the same tree means our body, and two birds means one is Paramatma and another is Jivatma. So in our body, there are two souls. One is the living entity, soul, and another soul is super soul or the Supreme Lord, an expansion of Krishna. The eating bird is fully engrossed with anxiety and moroseness as the enjoyer of the fruits of the tree. So the eating bird refers to the living entity's soul. So the living entity tries to enjoy in this material world. Sometimes he gets little happiness, and most of the time he is experiencing misery. But if in some way or other he turns his face to his friend, the Lord, and knows his glories, at once the suffering bird becomes free from all anxieties. So one bird is eating the fruits of the tree, trying to enjoy this material world, and is engaged in that activity. He has no time for the Supreme Lord. And this is the situation in current condition. People are trying to do so many things, trying to enjoy their senses. And the purpose is same. The purpose is they want to become happy. But actually they do not know what is the correct way to achieve happiness. So they are trying so many things and they have no time for the Supreme Lord. And ultimately, when they are frustrated after this endeavor of lifetime after lifetime, after a certain period, they get frustrated. And then finally, he turns his face to his friend, the other bird or Paramatma or the Supreme Lord. And this other bird is waiting or Paramatma is waiting. When this living entity will stop enjoying the material world and will turn his face towards me. And whenever the living entity turns his face or he wants to find something spiritual, he wants to find the Supreme Lord, then the Paramatma gives facility so that the living entity can know different paths of yoga, bhakti yoga, how to connect with the Supreme Lord. All those things are given by the Paramatma once we have that desire. Till the point we are engaged in material activities, we are trying to enjoy this material world, Paramatma will be silent. So Paramatma or Krishna reciprocates according to our desire. Whatever we desire, he will sanction. If he want to kill someone, murder someone, he will be reluctant. But if we desire, he will sanction. Okay, you can do that, and you will have to suffer for that. If you want to enjoy material happiness, he will sanction. Okay, you are allowed. According to your karma, you can enjoy. But if you want to turn our face to the Supreme Lord, we want to connect with the Supreme Lord, he will facilitate that also. So our destiny is actually in our hand only. The statements, man is the creator of his own destiny, is not false. The desires we cultivate, they determine our destiny. Because whatever we desire, Paramatma will just sanction that. And ultimately, we have to suffer or we will enjoy the results of that desire. So here is a graphical representation of success versus endeavor. We have already discussed a little bit of this when we discussed about destiny. So destiny is not something blanket statements like you will achieve this or you will not achieve this, but it is a function of hard work. And that hard work is basically endeavor. So destiny or the success is a function of endeavor. So it has a linearly increasing part up to some threshold. So then what it means, the more endeavor we put, our success will be more, right? But after a certain threshold, even if we put infinite endeavor, we cannot go beyond this point. And that upper limit is set by destiny. And this upper limit, how it is decided? Based on our karma. So this is for a normal living entity. This is how success and endeavor, destiny and karma work. But this whole equation changes when one becomes a devotee. When someone starts chanting the holy name of the Supreme Lord, the complete graph changes. Now this upper limit is not decided by karma. It is actually decided by Krishna's mercy. So for a devotee, there is no upper limit. Whatever Krishna feels good for the devotee, he will do. If in the karma of some devotee, it is written that he cannot go beyond a certain point. But if Krishna feels that, okay, this devotee must go beyond this point, so Krishna can make that limit infinite. So when we start chanting or when we take up this Krishna consciousness and devotional service, we change our domain from karma to Krishna. Now everything will be personally handled by Krishna, as Krishna was personally handling the life of his dear devotee Arjuna. Similarly, he will do for us also. So that is the key to success. And actually, Krishna will see how much endeavor we are putting. Similarly, Krishna will give mercy. There is a verse for that also, 4.11 in Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna says, Ye jathamam prapadyante tam stathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashah. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So how much mercy we will receive, that depends on our surrender or our endeavor to be aligned with the Supreme Lord. So similarly, we will get Krishna's mercy. Now, someone may question that why do we need to become Krishna conscious? So here comes the point, karma, vikarma and akarma, these three concepts. Someone may say, I am doing good, I am not doing any harm to anyone, I am in mode of goodness, I am just doing my duty, trying to be happy in my life. I am not doing any harm to anyone. Then what is the need for becoming Krishna conscious? So the need is like this. We have to understand these three concepts, karma, vikarma and akarma. What is karma? Karma means pious activity. Pious activity means good work. You are giving charity, opening schools, hospital, colleges, or helping poor. This kind of things are called pious activity. Then comes vikarma, or the sinful activity. Sinful activity means those activities that are not sanctioned in the scriptures. That means there are predominantly four activities which are mentioned, which are prohibited in the scriptures. That is meat eating, gambling, intoxication, and illicit sex. So if someone does all these activities, these are considered to be sinful activity. And then there is akarma. This is something special. This is called devotional service. Akarma means you are doing activity, but that will not produce any karmic bondage. Like in Bhagavad Gita 3.9, we just saw that. So there are three kinds of things: pious activity, good work; sinful activity, bad work. So, and devotional service or akarma. So for pious activity, what happens? If we do pious activity, our pious credit, account for our pious credit goes up. If we do sinful activity, our account for sinful activity goes up. Some people think that pious activity and sinful activity cancel each other. No. Our scriptures say they are separately maintained, those two accounts. If someone does good acts or charity, different austerities, and opening school, college, hospitals, helping others, these are considered to be pious activities. So our pious account goes up. If someone does sinful activity, sinful account goes up. Now, when something good happens to us, that means we are receiving the results of our pious activity. And that time our pious credit goes down because we are exhausting those pious credits and something good is happening to us. When we are going through difficulties, our sinful account goes down because we are exhausting those sinful credits and we are going through a tough situation. But this akarma is something special account for akarma is indestructible, which is explained in Bhagavad Gita 2.40. Krishna says, Neha vikramana sosti pratyavayo na vidyate salpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. In this endeavor, or if you do akarma or devotional service, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. So akarma means whatever you do, it will be only credited. There is no debit from this account of akarma. If you do something like, suppose you do a lot of studies, PhD, postdoc, and blah, blah, blah in some subject. When you take the next birth, again you have to start from A, B, C, D. You can become a billionaire in this life, but maybe according to your karma, you have committed so many sinful activities. So therefore you are born into a family of a poor man. And then you have to again start from zero, sometimes negative. The poor man can have loan also. So your 1 billion is gone just after death. So whatever material things we acquire that are not permanent, those are not permanent. And once we take a new birth, everything is destroyed. But this account of akarma or devotional service is never destroyed. It is preserved across lifetime. If someone has shown some interest towards Krishna consciousness in this life and has advanced 10%, suppose he is chanting only one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day, and that person takes a new birth, then he will start from 11%. The 10% will be preserved. In that lifetime, maybe he will advance from 11% to 30%. In the next lifetime, he will continue from 31%. But that principle does not apply to our material things. So similarly, due to this pious activity and sinful activity, suppose we have acquired some amount of pious activity and we also have some amount of sinful activity. So after death, if you have too much pious activity, you may be promoted to a higher planetary system like Swargaloka. And then there we will enjoy for some time. And then you again have to come back to this material world. So actually there is a sloka, Shine Punya Martalokam Vishanti in Bhagavad Gita 9.21, which describes this principle. So all these things are mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the science of karma, destiny. So 5 things are actually explained in Bhagavad Gita. Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma. The Supreme Lord, Ishvara, Jiva means the living entity. Prakriti means the material nature. Kala means time factor, and Karma, this karmic reaction, all those things. So Bhagavad Gita says, Etam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam shine punye martalokam vishanti evam trai dharma manu prapanna gatagatam kama kamalavante. When they have thus enjoyed vast heavenly sense pleasure and the results of their pious activities are exhausted, they return to this mortal planet again. So they again will come to this Martya Loka or this earthly planetary system. Actually, there are many planetary systems described in the scriptures. So in the physical world, by scientific or technological advancement, we can access different solar system and all. But we have the majority of the universe is not known to us. Therefore, the scientists coined the term dark matter because that is unknowable. But the scriptures say that yes, there are different planetary systems. And these different planetary systems are separated by the illusory potency of the Supreme Lord, that some living entity from a particular planetary system cannot access the other planetary system unless you are qualified by karma. So if you want to get transported to the Swargaloka, you cannot go by rocket. You have to acquire a certain amount of pious credit. If it is greater than a certain threshold, then you will be qualified to go to the Swargaloka. And after death, you will have the choice whether you want to go to Swargaloka or you want to continue in this earthly planet only. Or if you are a devotee, you will have the choice to exit this material world and go to spiritual world. But that cannot be accessed through any material means like rocket, spaceship. This is not possible. So all these things are separated by illusory energy of the Lord, and only it will be accessible if you have the budget or karma. So this is how we can see that this pious activity and sinful activity, they will exhaust at some point. They keep on increasing and decreasing. If you have pious activity, you go to Swargaloka, everything is exhausted. Your pious activity becomes zero, you come to the material world. If you have sinful activity, similar concept is there is a description of hell, like different kinds of hell for different sinful reactions. So if you have done lots of sinful reaction, then you have to go to the hell, and after a certain period of time, you will come back. So these accounts keep on increasing and decreasing based on what situation you are going through. But the account for karma or devotional service is only increasing. It never decreases. So this is the concept of karma, akarma, and vikarma. Now, why do we need to become Krishna conscious? Our original question. Because, so the point was, if I am not doing any harm to anyone, then what is the problem? Why do we need to become Krishna conscious? By becoming Krishna conscious, what happens? Once we chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, all our previous karmas are getting eliminated and we become purified. So that is why Krishna consciousness is important. But someone may say, I am not doing any sinful activity only. I am leading a life very purely. I am not doing any harm to anyone. So then what is the problem? Then why do I need to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra to purify my karma? I am not doing any sinful activity. The argument is, in this material world, we are bound to commit sinful activity. In this material world, you cannot stay without committing sinful activity. There are some basic sinful activities which everyone has to commit in this material world. Knowingly or unknowingly, everyone, specifically the householder, is committing 5 kinds of sinful activities. When we receive water from a water pitcher, we kill many germs that are in it. Similarly, when we use a grinding machine or take foodstuffs, we kill many germs. When sweeping the floor or igniting a fire, we kill many germs. And when we walk on the street, we kill many ants and other insects. Consciously or unconsciously, in our different activities, we are killing. And even if we are taking food, if someone is taking vegetarian diet, that is less violent, but still we are causing violence to the plants. Now there is an argument that if we are offering that to the Supreme Lord, it becomes free of karma. And after offering, if we take prasad, then that becomes perfectly sanctified. But still, we are causing pain to some living entity. Although in the non-vegetarian diet, there is a greater violence, but in vegetarian diet also, there is some amount of violence. So for living in this material world, we cannot avoid violence. So even if we do not want, we are like collecting some bad karma. So therefore, there should be a process of constant cleansing our karmas. That is devotional service. Or therefore, we have to chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Not only for that, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is very, very important because this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the food for soul. For maintaining our body, every day we are taking different foodstuffs to maintain our body, like a healthy body. But actually, we are not this body. We are beyond the body. We are actually soul. This body is temporary. Just like we wear some clothes or garments for some amount of time, then we reject that. So that garment is temporary. And in between, when we are wearing it, we take care of that. We wash them, we dry them, we do so many things. So in between, when we are using that garment, we take care of it. But after some time, we reject it. So similarly, this body which we have got, this is very temporary. So yes, we have to take care of that. But we are actually spirit soul. But most of us neglect that spirit soul and only take care of this body, the demands of the body. So therefore, we are suffering. The soul, by its own nature, possesses 3 things, 3 qualities: Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Sat means eternal feature of the soul. Chit means full of knowledge. And Ananda means bliss. So because we are not taking care of the soul by providing this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the qualities of the soul will diminish. And gradually we will lose the three features, Sat, Chit, Ananda. When we lose the Sat feature, we forget that we are eternal and all different kinds of fear attack us. Why we feel fearful in any situation? Because our Sat feature of the soul is covered by our ignorance. The Sat feature is dying out. Therefore, we are feeling fearful. So all the different kinds of fear are causing because our Sat feature is deficient. If we lose the Chit feature or the knowledge feature, then what happens? Then we are covered by ignorance. We are confused in every situation what to do, what not to do. We get confused. We get bewildered. Why these things are happening? Because the soul is missing the Chit feature or the knowledge attribute. And we are always disturbed, miserable, depressed because we lose the Ananda feature or the bliss. So by chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are nourishing the soul. We are actually soul. And the tragedy is we neglect ourselves. So what will happen if we just wash our clothes every day and we do not eat only? Then after a certain period of time, we will die and our clothes will be as it is. They will be in a very good condition. So similarly, the same analogy applies to body and soul. We are taking care of the body, which is temporary. Yes, we should take care. But more important than taking care of the body is taking care of the soul. And the soul is Satchidananda, spiritual. So it cannot eat any foodstuff, material foodstuff. It requires connection with the Supreme Lord, connection with Paramatma. One analogy can be given. The Supreme Lord is considered to be a fire, and the spirit soul is compared to a spark of that fire. So when the spark is inside the fire, the spark will maintain its fiery qualities. And once the spark gets detached from the original fire, it falls into some grass and all the fiery quality will be diminished and eventually it will die out. So similarly, the soul, to maintain its quality of Sat, Chit and Ananda, it has to be connected with the Supreme Lord. And what is this connection? This connection, the word connection means yoga. And there are many paths for yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga. And what is the prescribed yoga for this age? What Krishna is prescribing? In the 6th chapter, 47th verse, Krishna is telling, Yoginam api sarvesham madgaten antaratmanaha shraddhavan bhajate jomam shame yukta tamamata. So bhajate means bhakti yoga, bhajan. Krishna is recommending this. Satatam kirtayanto mam jatantascha didabrata namashantascha mam bhakta nitya yukta upashate. Always chant my glories, chant my holy name. Then you will be connected always to me and your soul will maintain its feature, Satchidananda. And then automatically we will be happy. We do not have to find our happiness in the bar, in parties, in all other different activities. Naturally, we will be happy because the natural quality of the soul is Sat, Chit and Ananda. It is full of Ananda, full of eternity and knowledge. Naturally, we will not have any confusion what to do and what not to do. Naturally, we will be fearless. Naturally, we will be blissful. But for that, we have to prioritize this activity of chanting this Hare Krishna every day. It is not a only meditation at the mental level. This is the essence of all scripture. In every scriptures, the whole Vedic literature is summarized in just one statement that you have to chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We do not have that capacity to read the whole Vedic literature, but Brahmaji can do. And after reading the whole Vedic literature, Brahmaji is commenting in Kali Shantaran Upanishad, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakam Namnam Kali Kalmashanashanam Natah Paratarapaya Sarvavedeshu Dishyate. So he mentions the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and then he says, Iti Shodashakam Namnam, these 16 names of the Supreme Lord, Kali Kalmashanashanam can destroy all the obstacles of this age of Kali. And Natah Paratarapaya means there is no way better than this Sarva Vedeshu Dishyate in all the 4 Vedas. So this is from Kali Shantaran Upanishad, Madhaprabhu. And You can find this in Srila Prabhupada purports. Yes, Kalishantaran Upanishad. I can send you the link also. Okay. So yes, now in Chaitanya Charitamrita also there is description. Atmendriya pritivancha tare balikam Krishnendriya priti ichha dhare premanam. The desire to gratify one's own senses is kama, but the desire to please the senses of the Lord is prema. So there is a difference between lust and love. And in Bhagavad Gita also it says, Trividham narakashyedam dharam nashanam atmanaha kama krodha tatha lovas tasmadetam trayam tajit. There are 3 gates leading to the hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give this up, for they lead to degradation of the soul. So someone may say that I am not committing any sinful activity, but the very fact that you are trying to gratify your own senses is a sinful activity. Even if you are not actively harming others, but you are trying to gratify your own senses, you are not offering to Krishna. That itself is a stealing, because everything belongs to Krishna. If you want to eat something or enjoy something, it should be offered to Krishna first. Then only it will be free from sinful activity. Then you can take it. Otherwise, if you just want to gratify your own senses, that is kama, and this kama will lead you to the hell. So if we just say that I am not harming anyone, that is not sufficient. We have to be Krishna conscious. We need to chant this holy name every day. Then only we will stay pure. Therefore, karma and bikarma both are undesirable, and we have to perform akarma or devotional service. That means every activity we have to offer it to the Supreme Lord. And Krishna exclusively says that in Bhagavad Gita, that every activity we should do as an offering to Krishna. Krishna is telling, Jat karoshi jadashnashi jajjuhoshi dadashi jat yat tapasya shikwanteya tat kurushva vandarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. So Krishna is saying, yes, you can do whatever you like, but then you have to do that as an offering to me. Then you are free from karmic reaction. So that's the essence of. Yeah. So now akarma is also explained from Bhagavad Gita. Yagyarthat karmano natru we have already discussed. Same thing in Brahma Samhita is also explained. Yeah. So there is another topic called Manav Seva versus Madhav Seva, that serving the humanity versus serving the Supreme Lord. This is also, so what are the pros and cons? Okay, so this is a very interesting topic and it will take some time. So we will do this discussion in the next class. So we'll stop here for today and we'll together chant one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is very, very essential. And I hope that you all are chanting every day. So at least if you do not have time, at least chant one round, because this is very, very important. This is the food for soul. Okay. Whenever you like in the morning also you can chant, after working when you are coming to home, whatever suits you, just do this one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra meditation every day. It takes only 7 minutes and it's a great investment. Over the time you will realize. Okay, let's start.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Radha Srivasadi Gaur Bhakti. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare.
Okay, thank you very much everyone for attending this session. Now, if you have any questions, then we can take that. Otherwise, you can leave. Okay, I guess there is no question. So we will continue again next week, the third part of this series, Karma and Destiny. Hare Krishna.